It's the year of return, and we have all our diasporans coming back home. One of them is American musician, a Grammy Award winner, Akon. He is in the country. We just would want to find out from him what exactly he's here for. Hello to you, hey, Akwaba. Welcome to Ghana. It's so much a pleasure, having you here in the country.
No, thank you, man. Ghana is an amazing place. My second home in Africa, so I'm excited to be here.
Tell us, what brought you down here? Is it part of the year of return?
Definitely part of the year return. I'm here to actually welcome all our guests. I think it's a very important step for us, a very important step for Africa, especially when you got African Americans from the diaspora coming back home, and also African Americans that's never been to Africa ever before. I want this to be an amazing experience for them.
Earlier, we spoke about you having something, coming up. We listened to your album, which is set to come off just this year or next year, 2020. You also have plans of doing something very big here in the country. Kankasi Bolare. Can you, throw more light on that one as well? And let's talk about your album as well.
Yeah, so us and Bolore, we're putting together a tour that I'll be doing throughout all of Africa. Setting off the first tour here in Ghana. Okay. We'll be announcing the date very, very, very soon. Okay. But our aim is to try to do it around March, towards the end of March, leading into the spring, and then branch off through the rest of Africa. But ultimately, we're promoting the Afro beat album now, which is Akon, which is available right now on iTunes and all the digital stores for streaming and everything. So definitely check that out. And the whole idea is just to kind of bring the music in, expose it more than we have already, just to kind of, keep reiterating that Africa is really talented. We have a business here that should be expanded on, and just kind of showcase all the opportunities here in Africa. Yeah.
I got the chance to listen to the Bum Bum. I loved it, and the other one featuring Olamide. Yeah. Do we have any of our Ghanaian acts featured on the album?
Yeah, well, right now the album is I have minimal features, on the album. I have Kiss Daniels, Scales, obviously. Olamide, and it's just like those are the kids that's been around me, like within the last, you could say, year. Okay. You know what I mean? So I wanted to expose those records out, and kind of pull them in. But I think the next album which will probably drop around April, right after the concert we do here in Ghana. Then those have some more features, and definitely look forward to a Ghanaian act on there. For sure.
Convict Africa. What's the plan for it? What was the plan? Why did you even set out to put out something like that? Right. Obviously, to help the African act. But elaborate more on that for us.
Yeah. So Convict Africa was more of a philanthropy label, and that label was pretty much to create a platform and infrastructure for artists here in Africa, give them the platform that other major artists have to be able to expose them outside of Africa, because the problem with Africa, we didn't have no infrastructure for music, no publishing, no distribution. So we wanted to be the first to do it and give opportunities for all the artists. We did it expecting nothing back in return. We invested heavily into them because we knew it would bring business back to economy in Africa, and also give other artists the dream knowing that if it can happen for them, which is their neighbor, it can happen for everybody else. Yeah.
Why do you always wear white? I've noticed that it has always been white. I noticed also one of your cribs, everything was white. Right. Is there any particular reason behind it?
No, white. I don't know. White is I'm like a clean freak. So my houses are all white, cars are all white. Only because when they get dirty, I need to be able to know it's dirty so I can make sure it get clean. But for me, I'm also very dark-skinned, so okay. I'm always in a room with a lot of dark people, and light just helps to reflect. I'm always having cameras on me, so when you have on white, it helps to lighten up, because sometimes when you're too dark in a room, that's just, it's good for photogenic side of things,
Okay.
And I'm just attracted to white. I don't know why.
Okay. So your fashion sense, apart from the white, generally what do you set out for when you're going out, probably performing out, or just a regular day in the life of Akon?
Oh man, in a regular day I never really focus too much on fashion. I just just enjoy myself. However I feel that day is how I normally dress. So there's nothing never planned fashion wise. It just whatever the event entails, and I dress accordingly. But if I feel a certain way, I just wear it.